Hi everyone, Arinzeh here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for journeying with me all these years as we are well into 2025. As many of you know, I am a London-based property agent. I specialize in helping clients buy, sell, rent, and manage property here in London, and I work with a lot of international clients, and so it's so important. I live and breathe this stuff. I'm on the ground every day, but it's important to help educate my clients as they make considerations for whether to buy or sell or to relocate. And so in this episode, we're going to try to dive into a little bit of 2025, what is being forecasted. But given that, we do need to have a look back into 2024 and see how that year turned out for us in terms of the London residential property market. So looking back into 2024, it was really a bit of a roller coaster year that continues to be a reflection of so much that's been in the market. We are still recovering and feeling the aftershocks of Brexit, the pandemic, combined with rising inflation, cost of living pressures, and fluctuating interest rates. And oh, by the way, we had a national election in 2024, which definitely created anxiety in the market. One of the things we learn as finance professionals is that the market doesn't like uncertainty, and we certainly had months of uncertainty prior to going into the general election in July, and then waiting for that autumn budget, which came out in October. Having said that, in early 2024, the average house price in London was around £550,000, reflecting a slight decline of about 3 to 5% compared to 2023, and a far more significant drop of 8 to 10% compared to 2022, according to data from the UK House Price Index and Zoopla. Year on year, this decline indicates a slowing of the housing market, although the performance varies significantly across different areas of the city. And that's something we know. Neighborhood by neighborhood, you're definitely going to have different values, but also different results of the market. In more affordable boroughs such as Barking and Dagenham and Croydon, with lower average prices of around $400,000 to $450,000, we were typically experiencing year-on-year increases, which bucked the general trend. While in central London, where the average price of a flat is upwards of about $1.2 million in neighborhoods like Kensington and Chelsea, the market continues to show decline. In this table, it shows average price declines of about 1.9% in PCL or prime central London, both on an annual as well as quarterly basis. You can see the results here month on month. Now let's talk briefly about market activity. In 2023, the number of property transactions in London dropped by nearly 10%, with around 60,000 homes changing hands, according to H&M Land Registry data. That was a notable decrease compared to previous years. Despite the downturn in transactions, buyer demand was still relatively high. Now, we don't have great data, but according to Rightmove, around 33% of properties in London are selling now within the first month of listing, showing that there's still a competitive market in certain locations, particularly for homes that are priced well and in popular areas. Interestingly, though, we're also seeing a shift towards larger homes as buyers adjust to more flexible working conditions. The demand for family homes in areas with good schools, green spaces, and easy access to transport continues to be strong. For example, in boroughs like Richmond, Wimbledon, and Clapham, they've seen higher sales volumes of the 3 to 4 bedroom category, with average prices for a family home now touching $900,000 or more. So where exactly are we seeing the biggest price changes? According to recent data from Savills, East London continues to outperform the rest of the city, with some areas like Stratford and Hackney seeing an average annual growth rate of 5 to 7%. This is being driven by major infrastructure projects such as the Elizabeth Line and regeneration initiatives. Meanwhile, in areas that are more established like Westminster and Mayfair, the market has slowed down, with annual price growth actually dropping to about 2 to 3% as high property costs and economic uncertainties make buyers more cautious. Another important area to highlight is the new build sector. The new build market in London remains strong despite overall slowdown. In fact, over 40,000 new homes were built in London last year alone, according to the Greater London Authority. Developments in places like Nine Elms, Canary Wharf, and Old Oak Common are attracting significant interest from investors and overseas buyers, with some luxury flats seeing prices above £2,000 per square foot. But it's not just about luxury. There's an increasing pressure on developers to deliver more affordable housing, especially as the number of first-time buyers continues to rise. One thing we definitely know for sure that drives the London property market is a real gap in terms of affordability for people who work here and want to live here compared to what, say, an overseas investor can come in and buy. Now let's look ahead to the forecast for 2025. So what can we actually expect? The big question is, how will house prices continue to fare? Will they fall, or finally will be set for an overall recovery? Many experts are predicting moderate growth. Knight Frank forecasts a 2 to 3% increase in house prices across London for 2025, while Savills is more optimistic, predicting growth up to 5% in certain areas, particularly where new infrastructure projects are taking shape. A key factor to keep an eye on is interest rates. The Bank of England has kept rates high to combat inflation, but as inflationary pressures ease, we could see a continued gradual reduction in rates from 2024 into 2025. If that happens, we might see increased activity in the market, particularly from buyers who've been holding off due to affordability concerns. Having said that, we are having some stamp duty changes that are going to impact first-time buyers. It's not going to be to their benefit. So they're going to have to look at their overall budget and how things, cost to purchase that new home. Another trend to consider is the ongoing strength of the rental market. In 2023, the average rent for property in London hit a record high of £2,000 per month, according to Foxtons. In April of 2024, Zoopla showed average rent in London of approximately £2,121 per month. As fewer people are able to buy, demand for rental properties continues to surge, especially in central London locations and commuter zones. This has led to a sharp increase in rents for 1 and 2 bedroom flats, which are now averaging over £1,600 more per month in many areas. To wrap things up, the London property market in 2024 was definitely a mixed bag. On the one hand, we saw lower volumes of transactions and some price stagnation, but on the other hand, there were areas where there was growth and strong demand for certain types of properties. Looking ahead to 2025, we're expecting modest price increases around 2 to 5%, especially in areas with strong infrastructure projects and affordable family homes. While the market will face challenges, especially given interest rates and economic conditions, there's still potential for growth in the right locations. So what do you think about this summary? Do you have property plans in 2025? Well, please definitely reach out or leave me a comment in this note section below. I'd love to hear from you, and definitely let me know what you think. Do you see 2025 as a better year than 2024 or more of the same? And don't forget, if you have any questions about buying, selling, renting, or relocating into the London property market, we'd absolutely love to help. My number on WhatsApp is +44 770 318 3750. I'm on all the social media channels, and I can't wait to connect. Bye for now. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if it's your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss a single episode as we put out weekly videos about the London property market and living in this incredible city.